Hello and welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show. Hello and welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show that reaches 42 million households, including 2 million across North America. In today's episode of Dr. VGP Talk Show, we're going to feature you the only Indian Jewish bureaucrat who has served the government of India for the last 33 years. Yes, the only Indian Jewish. You'll be surprised to know that there are 12 synagogues, the Jewish place of worship in India, and it all started in the 12th century with the turmeric trade, when the first settlers of Jewish came to the port of Machilipatnam in Andhra Pradesh. And there's still a street called the Synagogue Street there. You're going to learn in today's episode all about Judaism, how the Indian Jews developed, and what's the future of India relations and how they can be strengthened to become productive and prosperous for the whole world. Welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show that reaches 42 million households, including 2 million households across North America. In today's episode of Dr. VGP Talk Show, we have a very unique guest. While we are here on a production shoot in India, our executive producer, Dr. Vasi Chaka, asked me, why couldn't we, Chief, find an Indian Jewish to talk about the Israel story, since Israel is in the news, as you all know currently. And so I said, yeah, that's a good idea. And look what we came up with. Yes, the only Jewish career bureaucrat in India's whole administrative system, a senior civil servant of 33 years of experience with the central service system of the Government of India. Currently, he is the Deputy Director General of Telecommunications for Government of India. Meet a very highly educated scholar who has a BTech, a Bachelor's of Technology, an MTech, a Master's of Technology. His law degree is LMM Group. His Master's in Business Administration, MBA, and you'll be still enamored. He has a Bachelor's of Divinity, a postgraduate diploma in specific science, and a PhD. Dr. Prashant Kumar Ponguti, ITES. He belongs to the Indian Technical Services.
Thank you.
Chief, we are very happy to welcome you to Dr. VGP Talk Show. Thank you for joining us amidst your busy schedule today. All of you might be wondering how a Telugu Indian can be referred to as an Indian Jew. Dr. Ponguti was born in the town of Guntur in Andhra Pradesh. Let Dr. Prashant Kumar himself tell us the origin of how today he is the only Jewish career bureaucrat in the whole of Government of India. Dr. Kumar.
Thank you, Doctor. Israel and India has a very long relationship. People were migrating to India for every change happened in the Middle East. So it's believed in our family story that we have come during 12th century to India, doing a trade of turmeric and settled across on the postal port cities in the coastal Andhra Pradesh like Machilipatnam, Guntur, few places like that. So still we have two synagogues. One is in the Guntur, other is in the Machilipatnam. So there is a street called Synagogue Street in Machilipatnam. So this is the community. This is the community living there. Very insignificant, very small, and most of them got migrated to either to USA or to Israel. So very few are living still. So that's
so the turmeric trade in the 12th century brought the Jews to Andhra Pradesh.
Yes.
And there's a synagogue in Guntur and Machilipatnam, and a street in Machilipatnam is known as the Synagogue Street.
Yeah.
And you all are known as, you have
Bene Menashe. Bene Ephraim. We are called Bene Ephraim.
What does that mean, Bene Ephraim?
Yeah, see, Joseph has two sons. One is Manasseh, other is Ephraim. So the tribe believed to be reached to South India are Ephraim, and Manasseh is the tribe reached to northeast of the country. So they are the two important tribes. They have migrated to a far east corner, that is India.
Tell us how many such synagogues exist today and are really in service in India. I know Delhi has one.
Yeah, see, in Delhi, we are the members because I'm living in Delhi and we conduct it. And we have Rabbi Ezekiel Malekar, he's our chief rabbi here. And other places like Ahmedabad, Bombay. Bombay, we have a lot of Bene Israeli community. And
you have three more synagogues in Bombay?
Yes, 3 synagogues.
What about Cochin?
Yeah, Cochin, we have very ancient synagogue.
Is that the oldest synagogue in India? Or Machilipatnam would be the oldest?
No, Cochin will be the oldest.
Cochin. Yes. So it's over before 12th century, Cochin.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then we have different communities coming different times. Bene Israeli, there is a shipwreck story, like they came to West Coast, and then last migration happened to the Baghdadi Jews when there was a persecution in Baghdad. Many very, very famous Jewish community have moved in, like David Sassoon family, the Raymond, Central Bank of India, they are the owners of this before pre-independence.
So does Pune have any synagogues?
Yes, Pune also have synagogues, and Calcutta has a synagogue. Okay. Most of the places, those communities living in India are in the port cities, like where the trade used to happen, or otherwise the principalities have engaged some intellectuals, like for example Nizams have David Abbots, he worked,
There's a big Abbot Center,
yes,
Abbot Park in Hyderabad.
Yes, yes, yeah, that's
so
named
after an Indian Jew called David Abbot, who was appointed by the Nizam.
Yes.
So India has about 12 active synagogues still in India, Jewish synagogues. That's really interesting to know, Dr. Prashant. Now, tell us a little bit about Judaism. The Jewism is started in Israel. We all know. We know the Jewish community is very vibrant in America. We are happy to know they have 12 synagogues here, and they have a minimal amount of Jewish members in India, but who are making great contribution to India's progress, like yourself. So tell us, what does Judaism mean to the layman?
Yeah. See, this is a monotheistic faith, that is monotheistic.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Only one God. We believe only one God. See, the fundamental faith that we have is Lord is one, Lord is God. Lord is God, that's called Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. This is the fundamental faith.
Now you just spoke in Hebrew.
Yeah, I've spoken Hebrew. Yeah.
Could you repeat it for us one more time?
Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Yeah, what does that mean?
God is Lord, God is one.
Okay, great.
So this is only one God we believe.
So the tenet of Judaism is God is one and only one God. Now, Christianity has the Bible.
Yeah.
The Hindus have the Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. The Muslims have the Quran. What's the holy book for the Jews or the Judaism?
Our book is called Tanaka.
Tanaka.
Yeah, and this is Bible. And first 5 books of Bible and Torah, this called is Torah. There's the books of Moses this is called, the first 5 books are the Torah scriptures that we keep in our synagogue.
Now I'm told that the Torah scripts which are kept in synagogues traditionally are 5,000 years
500 years old.
500 years old, and they are written in a Hebrew script on palm leaf or something, special type of paper or with a hand. Could you throw some light on that?
Yeah, it's written by hand, and the writer has to be on fast while writing.
Wow.
And in the biblical Hebrew, there are no vowels used in writing. So, and this is in our synagogue in Delhi, we have 500 years old Torah box we have, and it's being well maintained. So there's a lot of Indianness in this. Like the Torah box, we don't know how the Westerns keep that book, but to preserve from the turmerics, like any kind of termites, we keep kapur, that is in the very campfire. It called in Hindi it's called kapur. So the karpur we keep in the books, so
that they don't have termites, and because they're 500 years old.
Yes.
What is the little topi or which
that's
supposed to wear when you're in the synagogue? What's it called, and what's the significance?
Yeah, it's a kippah. Kippah.
Okay.
So that's the respect, and we keep it on the during prayers by the male members.
By the male members?
Male members.
Do the women members have to put a scarf around the
no, because in Judaism, woman is more divine than man, So we respect a lot women in Judaism. I think it's there in Christianity too,
Yeah, good. That's very interesting. You've given us such a great insight into Judaism. Now tell us, for our viewers, some of the prominent Indian Jews who have lived and contributed to society here in India.
Yeah, in pre-independence Indian economy, like David Sassoon and these families, Baghdadi Jews, they contributed a lot. And post-independence, like the very, very prominent member is General Jacob.
Oh, General Jacob is a Jew.
Yes.
Indian Jew.
Indian
He was the chief of staff in 1972 during the India-Pakistan war. Wow, that's interesting to know.
So his contribution is outstanding, and we have a few architects in Government of India who worked earlier. Benjamin, he's a very famous architect, and the architect who designed the Central Delhi during British period, also Jewish, and there are many contributions to this country.
Excellent, and thank you for enlightening us on this, because I'm sure all of us will know it now. Israel is a hub of technology, and all the medical devices are made there, and there's so much of manufacturing of critical elements. With your technical background, you have served in the Ministry of Roads, Highways, and also in tribal affairs and in several other portfolios, and now you are the Deputy Director General of Telecommunications. Having that apart, do you see that the Indo-Israel relationship is at its peak, I think, under Prime Minister Modi? They have great relationship. And has they taken a step of trying to have a transfer of technology from Israel to India and vice versa? Is there something going on? Is there having any, could you throw some light about how we could enrich the technological strengths of both countries?
Yeah. First of all, I should be thankful to our Honorable Prime Minister Modi. He brought a very the best relationships between India and Israel ever in the history.
Wow.
So he has visited even Israel. He understands Israel, I think, much better than me because he's such a fond of Israel, and he's a wonderful.
He's a global visionary and an
yes,
inclusive leader.
yeah. So, to my perspective, which I had been trying apart from my job, and in my talks, in my academic exercise, if Israel is a nerve center, brain, India is a hand of the brain. If India can manufacture the goods that are being invented in Israel, and Israel and India can control the global economy.
Could you repeat it and decipher what you just said?
Yeah. See, the innovations happens in Israel, and
Yes.
the largest workforce is available in India.
Yes, you're right.
If Israel is a brain center, nerve center for the innovations,
Okay.
that innovations should be manufactured in India as if it is the hands of that brain.
So you're saying in layman's terms that the innovation technology being developed in Israel, that could be shared to the Indian manufacturers here, and you can have an innovation hub in India. What about the patent rights and all? Would they get into it, or how would
Yes.
that work out?
Yeah.
Are you proposing an Indo-Israel innovation hub of technology
Yes.
at this digital age would enforce and expand the landscape of India's global reach?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to convey? And how would you go about
Yeah.
doing that?
See,
If
like,
given an opportunity to implement, Prime Minister Modi is always listening to new ideas. And if you can contribute in this way to India's growth story, which is phenomenal today, I think it's a great angle you brought together, being the only Jewish career bureaucrat, and your expertise in technology, and you have several degrees, and you're the Deputy Director General in Telecommunications Ministry of in Government of India. So how would you like to present this initiative of Indo-Israel Innovation Hub of Technology?
Yeah. See, we are globally, we are going to face the big challenges in the global trade. The era of trade barriers is coming down. The era of technical barriers have come up. So this is the time where the standard essential patents have to be developed,
Yes.
where the RAND agreements, like reasonable and negotiable agreements, like these are going to play a very important role. Today in the trade, ESG means environmental social governance. So ESG guidelines. If I have to send my product outside, anybody, it should have a product passport which is fulfilling all obligations of environmental social governance. You are expert in this environmental laws.
Sustainable.
So to challenge that, we should get associated with the innovations. We should engage with Israel and join as a partner, develop a joint IPRs in India.
Joint
Intellectual property rights in India.
Exactly. Now, is there already Israel's progress? India, has there any joint venture between Israel and India already done or in the offing? Any one? Could you think of any one product?
It is happening. it is happening. One of the good revolution is in agriculture industry, like
Very
there are
interesting.
some,
Agriculture. And
yeah,
okay.
and everybody talks about Israeli technology, that is
Yes.
and drip irrigation.
Drip
That has done
yes.
a marvelous reform in the India. So my idea is, like, we have a lot of public sector undertakings
Yes.
which have innovation centers, like they have done some IPRs. Those intellectual property rights have to be commercialized, and to commercialize it should meet the international standards. So for that, we should, instead of reinventing the wheel, we should join with the innovation centers in Israel and take some, for example, one good public sector undertaking which has a potential, and create a massive innovation infrastructure there, and let both the students of Israel and students of India work together and develop a joint products, joint innovations, and start manufacturing that in India, so that we will become a global suppliers. Medical electronics,
Yes.
defense, agriculture. These are the places where it is the opportunity for tomorrow. Especially, sir, cyber security, which we are vulnerable to because of the adversaries surrounded us, and Israel is the best trusted partner that we have. And artificial intelligence, which is going to invade the world. So
Yes.
without taking the leaders' help, like Israel, I think we would be missing the best friend, and without leveraging on the friendship.
You have given an amazing narrative on this, how to develop an Indian-Israel innovation hub of technology, and you've identified fields like medical, electronics, defense, and a lot of Israel products. Similarly, what you're saying is happening in Israel and US.
Yes.
The patents come and they get FDA approval and they're marketed thoroughly in North America. So you're suggesting a similar thing to take place, which can revolutionize
Yeah.
India's boom growth, and also we'd have a great increased flow in our FDI,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And agriculture was very successfully, the drip technology which you referred to has been successfully transferred to India, and it's changed the landscape of agriculture, and yield growth rates have been extremely high because of that. So this is a great initiative you are talking about. And how long do you think, if given an opportunity to put this together, it would take you and a team to present a concept paper like this, which can come to the Prime Minister's attention to both countries?
Yeah, concept paper is nothing. Like, I can get you next week. But for implementing, yes, given a chance, we can do it in a year and prove marvelously the outstanding results to the country. Sir, I would like to tell you one more fact. There is a university called Technion in Israel. Once when I was on my religious trip, I visited that university. So that university, outside the campus, I found a lot of Japanese and Chinese companies, and they just crowd for the students who have come up with intellectual property rights. They just buy. I know that I met one student, he was demanding for $2 million for his innovation. Chinese company and paid $4 million to him.
Wow, very interesting.
So actually it is like, they will be searching. They know the wealth is there. So opportunities like this in Israel, apart from Israel universities, the real research happens in kibbutzu. Kibbutz is a village, small village. Like
Kibbutzu.
Yeah.
And
kibbutz.
how far is it from Jerusalem?
See, actually kibbutzu means a small village.
Right. Okay.
That village is a economic engine. It works like an economic engine. Every village has an outskirts, an industrial township. They do a lot of research. So if we can tie up, we can go with our personal connections, Jewish Indian relationships, and can have a tie up with that kibbutzu innovations level, and attach with we also have a very beautiful Panchayati Raj system. Bring these two together, learning each other, that would give a trigger to our Indian economy.
Very interesting concept of trying to have the kibbutzu and the Panchayat Raj of India system. And I think this strategic economic relationship between India and Israel will take it to a different level, will also contain the challenge which we are facing from China, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
And would also be favorable to a directly US-India-Israel effort.
Yeah, exactly.
I thank you very much for sharing this wonderful concept and which can be implemented, you're saying, within
Yes,
one year if given an opportunity. And this should be explored. And you also have contacts because you're a Jewish, of Jewish origin, an Indian Jew with Israel, and visited Israel several times and studied their systems. This is the type of outcomes which will have impact to the community for generations. Is really appreciated, Dr. Prashant Kumar. Now, if you're given a chance of taking three people out for dinner, past or present, who would they be? Essentially, to tell our viewers, like, who are your heroes or your icons, to something, talk about your personality. You so quickly summed up and gave us a great, amazing idea practically, which can be implemented. So tell us, who are the three people you would like to take out for dinner, present or past, if given an opportunity?
given an opportunity, I love to host our Honorable Prime Minister Modi.
Wonderful.
I'm
Yes.
fan of him because of his dynamism and it is outstanding achievements that he has done.
Yes. Second.
Yeah, number two is I like Benjamin Netanyahu. He is also an outstanding leader. Yeah, I think number three is Dr. VGP.
No, you've been so kind. Dr. Prashant Kumar has said who his favorite heroes are, who he'd like out to take out. So I think you're a brilliant. We are fortunate to have the only Jewish career bureaucrat with his 33 years of experience has shared with us how he can develop and lead an innovative hub of technology between India and Israel. And that's the kind of thing we need today. I mean, it's so wonderful that you found time to share and be with our show. And I'm sure you'll come back as this initiative develops and grows. And we really are amazed to see that a person born in Guntur is one of the prominent Indian Jews holding and being the only Jewish career a bureaucrat here with us today. So what would be your message to all our viewers in conclusion? Being in the new year, and also what's happening in Israel, what's happening in India, US, and you have such an intellectual mind, an innovative mind. What would be your message to our viewers?
The basic teaching that Judaism tells us is God has chosen you to heal the world. That is called Tukim Olam. Heal the world. The meaning is heal the world. So we believe that we are here. God has given us this opportunity to heal the world. You see, it is obvious every part of this world has some kind of disturbances because of human selfishness. And few people sometimes pull the countries into the conflict because of their vested interest. But we are here to heal that. Maybe I believe that God has given this time to Jews to invent technologies and give it to this world. And majority of the innovations happened in the Jewish. I consider Christianity as one of the denomination in Judaism because Jesus Christ is Jew, and all your books is written by Jews. And he lived like a Jew, he died like a Jew, and he offered salvation to the Gentile. That's a part of Judaism. So I think if you see the total global contributions that they have done, because of the faith and their commitment, it goes very, very well with the Indian ethos. So I think Israel, India, and USA is one of the best relationship that can guide this world to the peace and tranquility and live together with love and happiness.
What a profound message. The only Jewish career bureaucrat in the governments of India, Dr. Prashant Kumar Ponguti, ITES, has given us today. And thank you so much for joining us on Dr. Bye.